Hello, I'm Maura Carley, founder and president of Healthcare Navigation, and today we're going to have another brief session on COBRA. Remember, COBRA, there's plenty to talk about with COBRA. It is the temporary extension of group coverage at one's own expense, typically, unless, of course, the former employer is subsidizing it to some extent. But I bring COBRA up again because we recently had a client who was over 65 and retired and was offered COBRA. And he was under the impression that in order to cover his younger wife and 3 children who were all on the plan, that he needed to elect COBRA. And that is not the case. He should have gone on Medicare, and then in that situation, the wife could have been the subscriber, so to speak, on a family plan with her children, or they could have evaluated all their other options. But the fact of the matter is that each individual being dislodged by COBRA has his or her own COBRA right. A couple of things to remember: almost every displaced worker is offered COBRA. If you are terminated due to gross misconduct or something like that, there's language where you might not be offered COBRA by your former employer, but I've never seen that. And remember, the federal law applies to employers of 20 or more. If you work for a small employer, you need to find out about your state, and that's called mini COBRA. And mini COBRA benefits are usually less than COBRA, but for New York, which is more generous if you have a New York regulated plan. Now, almost everyone gets up to 18 months of COBRA as the worker, but dependents can have up to 36 months. And what Congress was trying to do with that, was to protect newly divorced individuals who might not have a work history, and largely widows who might not have a work history, and so would have a longer period of adjustment. Because again, you go back to when COBRA started, the individual market was medically underwritten, and many people had pre-existing conditions and could not get individual coverage. So that's the purpose of COBRA. But the main objective of today's video is to just remind everyone that each family member has an individual right to COBRA, and they can stay together as a group. Someone might go to the individual market. Someone, it just depends. You have to analyze the situation. I don't want to get off target, so we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Take good care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.